I just came back from a wedding.
Really?
And it was pretty weird.
What do you mean? How so?
Okay, so the wedding was in the southern part of Taiwan.
Okay.
And I thought that I was at a show, like a strip show or something.
A strip show?
Yeah, because there was like these women and they were like kind of like on this truck.
Okay.
And they were singing like karaoke.
Really?
And they weren't really wearing a lot of clothes.
Are you sure it was a wedding?
It was, I know. I thought maybe I was at the wrong place.
Yeah.
Because it didn't feel like a wedding. And then I found out that, yeah, in some traditional weddings, like maybe not in Taipei,
yeah,
but other places, they have like karaoke girls singing there.
That's super interesting.
It's super weird because I thought the wife will feel like, my husband is staring at those girls and she will feel really jealous or something?
Yeah, I've never heard of that actually. That's super interesting. But you had a Taiwanese wedding, right? You're married?
Yeah, I'm married.
How, was your wedding like that? Did you have any interesting shows
there
going on?
There was nobody singing karaoke with no clothes on.
Okay, so...
But my wife had to change clothes like 3 or 4 times.
Oh yeah, I've heard of that. Yeah, because like I've actually been to a few Taiwanese weddings.
Yeah.
I didn't actually notice it, but then people told me like, oh, did you notice she changed her outfit like 3 times? I'm like, no wonder there was always something, you know, different about her. That's so cool.
And I didn't know what to do during that time.
You were just sitting there like, okay, what should I do now? So you had one outfit.
Right, basically.
Okay.
Well, today we're going to be talking about wedding costumes or customs, not changing costume, I was thinking. Wedding customs around the world.
Yes, there's so many different ones, and let's get into it.
Okay.
Weddings are one of life's biggest celebrations, and they are observed in just about every country and culture on the planet. Here are 6 wedding traditions from around the world. India. In India, the Mendi ceremony is a party for the bride and her closest female friends and family members. The night before the couple is officially married, Mendi, a paste made from the henna plant, is used to paint designs on the bride's hands and feet. The patterns represent love, happiness, and good fortune. And henna is a natural remedy that cools the body, reduces stress, and helps the bride relax before the wedding.
Hi guys, welcome to Live Interactive English. This is Nina.
Hello everybody, I am Shane. Today we're going to be talking about tying the knot. Wedding customs around the world, and this is part 1.
Why is it called tying the knot?
I was just going to ask you why it's called tying the knot. I think it just must be like symbolism or something, right?
Because like maybe you're tying the knot so you're stuck with each other.
You're stuck with each other forever.
Well, yeah, some knots are harder to untie than most.
Yeah, some knots you can get them loose, right?
Yeah.
It just means to get married.
Yes.
So you can say, I'm tying the knot this weekend, and it means I'm getting married this weekend.
I'm getting stuck in a marriage this weekend.
Stuck forever with this other person. Wow, such a commitment.
Wow. Are you scared of commitment?
Well, not really. I've been committed for now almost 20 years.
Great.
Wow.
That's a good reason to tie the knot. There you go.
All right, let's look at the reading.
So the reading goes, weddings are one of life's biggest celebrations, and they are observed in just about every country and culture on the planet.
Yeah, I imagine there's probably very few cultures that don't have some type of a wedding ceremony.
Yeah, definitely.
Right?
So we have like even in Taiwan, you mentioned earlier about the crazy things you saw and how the bride had to change 3 times, right?
But I think with time, modern times, weddings are becoming more and more similar because of like a global
You're just mixing cultures
village
together, right?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Like you have people in different cultures bringing their own cultures together and then kind of having a mixed wedding.
Right.
That reminds me of my sister's wedding. She is married to a Canadian and my grandparents are Indian, so they had a mixed Indian and Western wedding.
Oh, wow, that makes
It was
sense.
super cool.
But definitely it's going to be a celebration, right?
Yes, celebration. So celebration is a noun, and it is a social gathering or enjoyable activity held to celebrate something.
Okay, yeah, usually like a day or like something like that, right? Like celebrate an occasion.
Occasion, a birthday,
Okay.
Christmas, things like that. Yeah. So an example sentence would be, eating cake is a major part of many celebrations.
Cake.
Yes, I like cake.
All right.
Okay, I think you're already getting that image in your head. Let's focus.
Okay.
No food.
No food. Oh, I'm just getting too hungry.
Yes.
Okay, so here are 6 wedding traditions from around the world. Oh, so speaking of which, we're going to be starting in India.
Oh.
So in India, the Mendi ceremony is a party for the bride and her closest female friends and family members. Do you know about this?
I love the Mendi celebration.
That's interesting.
It's super cool because you usually have henna. Have you heard of henna?
Yeah, I've had henna tattoos done on me before.
It's so cool. It's like a natural ink that stays for about 1 or 2 weeks, and it comes off. Yeah, in 1 or 2 weeks, so it's not permanent, and it's really beautiful because you can do some really cool patterns on yourself.
So fun.
It is fun. It's gorgeous.
Okay, so the night before the couple is officially married, Mendi, a paste made from the henna plant, is used to paint designs on the bride's hands and feet, like you were just saying.
Exactly. It is the most gorgeous thing, honestly.
Wow, okay.
And the patterns represent love, happiness, and good fortune. And henna is a natural remedy that cools the body, reduces stress, and helps the bride relax before the wedding.
Wow, so it has all those functions?
Yeah, it does a lot.
But do you really think about, is anyone really thinking about that when they're getting henna? Like that it's relaxing the soul and all of this thing, or it just looks pretty?
I think a bit of both, but at that moment, it's probably like a cultural thing, and also like, yeah, it looks pretty.
Yeah. Okay. So we have this vocabulary word, remedy. Okay, so a remedy just means it's like a medicine or a way to heal some kind of like a disease or a problem, right? So for example, we could say, I know a great headache remedy if you're interested.
Ooh, okay. Yeah, or even a cold remedy.
Yeah.
My mom has the best cold remedy, which is you have ginger, lemon, and garlic and tea. And honey too. And it will cure your cold in like 2 or 3 days.
Really?
Yes.
So you actually, when you get this tea, you already start feeling better before you even start drinking it, right?
Yes, because I know it's actually going to help.
That's going to work. So you already feel the remedy working before it begins.
Yes.
Yeah, I remember that my mom used to also have a remedy for like if I had a headache, she would just hit me on the head.
That's the remedy for your headache?
Told me, yeah, she would tell me that, that doesn't hurt, this hurts.
Oh, okay, so it's like, you realize it's not as painful as you thought.
Yeah,
maybe.
or she would hit another part of my body and then like say.
So you focus on something else.
Exactly.
Okay.
So I had like some tough love growing up.
Same here, actually. Indian culture is like that. But yeah, we'll talk more about it after the break.
Okay.
Hello， 大家好，我是 Hanny。在世界各地不同的国家和文化都会举行婚礼庆祝活动。那这2天的课文要介绍6种婚礼传统。标题用到 tying the knot。Tying 是 T-I-E tie 的动名词，那么 tie the knot 字面意思是打结，是指结婚的意思，象征2人共结连理。Shane 老师用到这个 symbolism 这个字 ，S-Y-M-B-O-L-I-S-M，symbolism 表示象征性或者象征意义。好，那么单字 celebration 它可以当可数名词来指庆祝活动、庆典，也可以当不可数名词来表达庆祝。Nina 老师在解释单字时，她用到 gathering 这个字 ，G-A-T-H-E-R-I-N-G，gathering 表示聚会、集会。好，那我们第一站来到印度，课文就写到说，在新人正式结婚的前一晚，新娘的手脚都要用曼海蒂，它是以指甲花做成的壶来画上彩绘图案，那这些图代表着爱、快乐、福气和好运。而且指甲花呢有天然疗效，可以降低体温、减轻压力等等。好，我们来看单字 remedy 表示疗法、药物或者是补救办法。那文中用到 henna 就是指甲花， 这个指甲花呢，它的叶子磨粉之后可以制成染色剂，用 henna 当颜料的这个人体彩绘不会像刺青一样是永久的。Nina 老师觉得这种彩绘非常的美，她用到 gorgeous 这个字 ，Gorgeous， 它是形容非常美的、引人入胜的、华丽的。那老师还有提到 tattoo，T-A-T-T-O-O，tattoo 表示刺青。这边2个重点，我们进入文法时间。好，我们来看一个重点是 be made from， 它表示用点点点制作的，用来说明产品的来源。那这个句型是用在当制作过程中发生化学变化，你从成品看不出原料的时候。例如 ，the wine is made from organic grapes， 这种酒是用有机葡萄制作而成的。再看个例句 ，She likes to use soap made from pure vegetable oils， 她喜欢用纯植物油制成的肥皂。因为我们看到例句里面的 made， 它前面是省略了关系代名词和 be 动词。那下一个重点是 be used to 加上动词，表示被用来做某事。例如 ，Since nylon is water resistant and durable, the material is used to make umbrellas。由于尼龙它防泼水又耐用，这种材质被用来制作雨伞哦。那么接着回到课文中。
Scotland. Scottish weddings usually feature the hand-fasting ceremony. During the ceremony, the bride and groom each hold a strip of cloth or length of cord. These are carefully wound around the couple's joined hands. When they pull their hands apart, the pieces become tied into a knot, a symbol of the new union. England. Brides in England typically wear something old, something new, something borrowed, and something blue for their big day. The modern practice comes from a traditional English rhyme, and the items themselves represent protection, optimism, good luck, and purity, respectively.
Welcome back, guys. So earlier we were talking about different wedding customs and ceremonies, right?
And you finished by talking a little bit about henna tattoos.
Yes.
'Cause that's from your culture,
Exactly.
Indian culture. And it reminded me that my ex-girlfriend, she used to be a henna tattoo artist.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and she would make actually money by doing henna tattoos for people.
That's so cool.
Because it's really cool because it's just temporary. So you can
Yeah.
have a tattoo, but you don't have to worry about that you have to have this on your body for the rest of your life.
Yeah, so for people who don't want to commit to it, then henna is a great alternative, right?
Right. And speaking of commitment, that's what weddings are all about, right?
Exactly.
Tying the knot,
Yes.
right? Okay.
Getting stuck forever with one person.
All right, so let's see what happens in Scotland. What kind of traditions do they have there? Scottish weddings usually feature the hand-fasting ceremony. So you have fast hands? Okay. During the ceremony, the bride and groom each hold a strip of cloth or length of cord.
Okay.
Okay, so they have a strip of cloth. So what's a strip?
So
I'm doing this, right?
A strip.
Looks like this, right?
Yes, exactly. So a strip is a noun, and it's basically a long, flat, narrow piece of cloth, paper, or plastic, or any other kind of material. And it can even mean land, like a strip of land.
Oh, or like a landing strip.
Exactly,
When an
for
airplane
airplanes.
lands, because it looks like that flat, long
Exactly.
landing strip. Okay.
So an example would be Kate put a few strips of bacon in the hot pan.
Ah, oh, the sound of bacon frying.
I would love some bacon and eggs right now.
That sounds good. We have another vocabulary word, cord. So cord is basically like fabric or some kind of material that's been woven together to kind of form like a string or line.
Yes.
But we also use this to say like a power cord.
Yes,
right? So it's
exactly.
kind of could be a cable as
Yes.
well. But the point is that it's long and usually kind of circular, right?
Yeah.
So, for example, Mary used a piece of cord to tie the sticks together. Yeah. So that kind of cord, right, would be probably made of like a fabric or something, right?
Yeah.
Fiber, right?
Or a bendy metal.
Yeah. These are carefully wound around the couple's joined hands. So talking about this cord or fabric or something.
Yeah, like kind of like this, maybe.
So you can imagine their hands are probably like this. That's what we will imagine in our minds. And
like handcuffs.
Yeah, and then they're wound. So they wind them around the hands. Okay, I think I see what's happening here. When they pull their hands apart, the pieces become tied into a knot. A symbol of the new union. So tying the knot.
That makes more sense, doesn't it?
Yeah, so maybe this is where that expression comes from, to tie the knot. So they kind of go together, and then it's not just one strip. They actually form a knot in the middle.
Yes,
here.
So we're stuck.
We're stuck. That reminds me, like we refer to a husband or wife. This is not a good thing to say, so don't learn this. But if you hear it, you'll know what it means. You can call your husband or wife the old ball and chain.
Ball and chain.
Yeah, so you can imagine like in an old jail or something.
Yes, and you're stuck to this ball and chain.
Yeah, and it's like usually with a handcuff.
Exactly.
Right? And you're like cuffed with somebody. It does feel like a prison.
Yeah, that's usually when someone wants to make a joke or complain about their spouse, they would say something like that.
It's usually just for fun.
Yeah.
They're usually not too serious.
Usually.
Usually. I've never said that, okay? Never. About my wife.
Are you sure?
Well,
I think I heard it.
Maybe once.
I'm kidding. But yeah, back to the story. England brides in England typically wear something old, something new, something borrowed, and something blue for their big day.
It rhymes. That's so cute,
right? Yes, it does. I think it's super cute how these traditions keep being passed down, right?
Yeah, and I think this is probably one of the most common traditions that we see in movies and television, especially Western movies and television.
Almost any Western movie with a wedding mentions these things,
right?
They
do, exactly.
Yes. The modern practice comes from a traditional English rhyme, and the items themselves represent protection, optimism, good luck, and purity, respectively.
Okay, so I was saying how cute it is that these things rhyme. So when something rhymes, it means that the words have the same last sound, right? So it could be like in a short story or a poem. I think a lot of times this is for children. But I think adults like to do it too because it's fun.
Yeah, also songs generally rhyme.
Or Humpty Dumpty had Humpty Dumpty sat on a wall. Humpty Dumpty had a great fall.
Or even the easiest songs like Twinkle, Twinkle, Little Star, How I Wonder What You Are.
Up above the world so high like a diamond in the sky.
Exactly.
Okay. So an example sentence, the teacher read from a book of children's rhymes. Okay, well, I think that's about it for our wedding traditions for today.
Yes, it is. Thank you so much for joining us. We'll see you soon.
Hope you learned something about tying the knot. Scary.
下一站来到苏格兰，当地婚礼通常会有绑手礼的仪式，新郎新娘各持一段布条或是绳子，那这些布条或绳子被仔细的缠绕在新人互握的两只手上。当他们把手分开，这个布条或绳子就变成一个绑紧的结了，象征着新人的结合。好，那么单字 strip 它可以用来表达长条或者是带，像还有这种细长的一片的东西。那么 Shane 老师刚刚说到 landing strip， 同学们有没有注意到飞机跑道它也是细细长长一整条这样子，所以 landing strip 就是飞机跑道意思。好，再来 cord， 它是指细绳或者是粗线。这时候老师有用到 fabric 这个字 ，F-A-B-R-I-C， 它表示织物或是布料，还有用到 fiber F-I-B-E-R， 它表示纤维。那老师还提供一个有趣的用语叫 the old ball and chain， 字面意思是老旧的铁球和铁链。那有人会开玩笑用这个用语来称呼另一半，意味着配偶会限制你的自由。好，那我们补充一下 spouse S-P-O-U-S-E spouse 就是配偶。还有呢，老师们有提到手铐的英文叫 handcuffs， 在 hand 后面加上 C-U-F-F-S handcuffs 就是手铐。好，在下一站呢，我们来到英格兰。英格兰新娘会在结婚这天呢，通常就会穿戴旧的、新的、借来的，还有蓝色的东西， 分别代表了保护、乐观、幸运和纯洁。那这个惯例呢，是来自一首传统英格兰歌谣。好，我们来看 rhyme 这个字当动词呢，可以表达押韵，跟什么是同韵。好，那么它当名词可以表达押韵诗啊、诗歌或者是韵文，尤其是指儿歌。那这边2个重点，我们进入文法时间。好，我们来看重点 pull apart 在这边当及物动词，表示把什么分开或是拉开的那种意思。例如 she pulled the bread apart and spread butter on the inside. 她把面包掰开，然后在内层涂上了奶油。下一个重点 become 它当连缀动词，它可以表达变得怎么样，那后面接形容词。例如 the show became popular in the 90s. 那个节目在90年代时变得受欢迎。好，那么以上是今天的讲解，同学别走开，马上回来哦。
Weddings are one of life's biggest celebrations, and they are observed in just about every country and culture on the planet. Here are 6 wedding traditions from around the world. India. In India, the Mendi ceremony is a party for the bride and her closest female friends and family members. The night before the couple is officially married, Mendi, a paste made from the henna plant, is used to paint designs on the bride's hands and feet. The patterns represent love, happiness, and good fortune, and henna is a natural remedy that cools the body, reduces stress, and helps the bride relax before the wedding. Scotland. Scottish weddings usually feature the hand-fasting ceremony. During the ceremony, the bride and groom each hold a strip of cloth or length of cord. These are carefully wound around the couple's joined hands. When they pull their hands apart, the pieces become tied into a knot, a symbol of the new union. England. Brides in England typically wear something old, something new, something borrowed, and something blue for their big day. The modern practice comes from a traditional English rhyme, and the items themselves represent protection, optimism, good luck, and purity, respectively.
Hi everyone, I'm Stephen.
And I'm Jamie.
We're going to play a game called Guess the Bear, where each of us has 3 words or phrases with 2 sentences each. When I'm reading these sentences, I'm not going to say the word itself, I'm going to say the word bear. And you have 1 minute to guess all 3. Okay, so I'll read mine, you guess?
Okay.
Timer! Okay, so this is a noun. My grandmother has a lot of cold bears. Number 2, aisle 13 is full of cold and flu bears.
Medicine? Syrup? Cold medicine? Cold bottle?
My grandmother has a lot of cold bears.
Cold sores?
Okay, next one. Okay, okay, all right. Okay, this is a noun. Mother Goose is famous for nursery bears. Number 2, the story was written entirely in bear.
Rhyme.
Good. Okay, now this is a phrase, 3 words. We packed our bags, bear, 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 the road trip. Number 2, I made sure to put out the trash, bear, bear, bear.
To get ready?
We packed our bags, bear, 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 the road trip. I made sure to put out the trash, bear, bear, bear.
All the time? Every night? Let's go back to the other one.
Okay, the other one. My grandmother has a lot of cold bears.
Oh,
Okay,
no, that
all
was
right. So
hard.
that was hard. It was remedy. Okay.
Remedy,
My
oh.
grandmother has a lot of cold remedies, and aisle 13 is full of cold and flu remedies.
Okay.
And the phrase was the night before. That was really difficult. We packed our bags the night before the road trip. And number 2, I made sure to put out the trash the night before.
Oh, that makes sense.
That could have been a lot of things.
Yeah.
So,
all right. Ready?
Uh-huh.
1 word, noun. We wrapped the computer bears in one big bundle. And, hey, can you grab me the extension bear?
Sounds like something... Cords? Okay.
That's right.
Okay.
Okay, 1 word, noun. My dad had a big bear for his 60th birthday, and the crowd cheered in bear after their team won.
Party? Unison? And big group celebration.
Yay,
Okay.
good. Okay.
Okay.
One word noun.
Uh-huh.
She put bears of bacon in the pan, and the students cut out bears of paper for the art project.
Pieces?
Not quite.
Portions.
Not quite.
Cuts. So read it again. The first.
She put bears of bacon in the pan, and the students cut out bears of paper for the art project.
Slips. Pieces. Slices.
Oh, really close.
What was it?
No, it's strip.
Oh, okay.
So super close.
Okay.
She put strips of bacon in the pan, and the students cut out strips of paper for the art project.
Strips of bacon. That makes me hungry.
Yeah, it does.
See you next time.